In the middle of all multiverses, yes, we're talking outside the Undertale multiverse, don't worry about it, it's not gonna come up again. There existed 3 small worlds, each with a central tree, the trees of life, magic, and feelings. Each of these trees had a guardian. For an unknown reason, the guardian of the Tree of Feelings, Nim, decided to separate from the others and move her world into the Undertale multiverse. But one day she was mortally wounded by a human who wanted the tree's fruit for himself. Before she died though, she was able to kill him and focus her remaining energies to create 2 balls of sentient energy, one positive and one negative, to act as replacement guardians. This reflected the duality of the tree itself, one half of which was covered in golden fruit of positive feelings, while the other was covered in black fruit of negative feelings. She then scanned the multiverse with her mind to find a suitable container for these energies, and decided on a skeleton whose unenclosed body could allow the energy to move freely. She then created 2 identical bodies for these energies based on a skeleton monster, specifically Underswap Sans, and then finally, she fused with the tree. But unbeknownst to any of them, something else had also fused with the tree, the soul of her killer, which was now trapped in the negative side of the tree. The 2 new guardians, now brothers Dream and Nightmare, guarded the tree for about a year before some humans and monsters from outside found the world and began settling it. Dream was friendly with them, but Nightmare completely ignored them. Eventually, the people started taking advantage of Dream's kindness and willingness to do whatever they asked, and straight up bullying Nightmare, though neither of the brothers wanted to trouble the other with their problems. This led to a whole downward spiral of Nightmare getting constantly bullied because Dream was always helping someone and never around to stand up for him. Though Dream eventually found one true friend, a cat monster named Neil, so Nightmare definitely had the worst of it. But one day, about 6 years after they were first created, after Dream had taken one of the golden apples to help heal someone who was sick, Nightmare finally decided to try and prove that he wasn't useless by doing the same thing his brother was doing. So he took one of the golden apples. But the instant he touched it, it turned black. The corruption spread across the entire tree and turned it completely negative, eventually starting to corrupt the entire world along with it. All of the people's negative energy was directed straight at Nightmare in violent hatred. Dream, still with the now one last remaining golden apple, returned and tried to protect his brother but was knocked unconscious. Then, Nightmare heard the voice of the man who killed Nim, telling him to eat the apples and use their power to fight back, or else he would die. He ate one, and it fused with his life force to become his soul, giving him a power he had never dreamt of having. Then, he ate all the rest of them. When Dream woke up, his brother was almost completely gone, his body replaced by a skeletal form overflowing with powerful negative energy, and his mind almost entirely replaced by the murderer who should have met his end years earlier. Dream had no other choice but to eat the last golden apple so that Nightmare wouldn't get it, giving him a soul and a power boost as well. But it wasn't enough to stop this new corrupted Nightmare, who turned Dream to stone and left to wreak havoc on the multiverse. Neil survives Nightmare's attack though, and with the help of Lanny, the guardian of the Tree of Magic, they are eventually able to free Dream. Eventually as in 494 years later.